And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Trojans offense will start this game off. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time.
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer. Really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know, with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he's going to put up Heisman numbers.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves in those rankings.
I'm running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bears offense will go to work for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, And he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager. That's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag is falling in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Bears send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Try and play action. Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it up. They ripped off a big one and they get it down to the 27.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Red pass is complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
The first downs is that alone, just on this drive. The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. You got to do something to change this.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
He'll pull it on the read. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead is 6 in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Bear offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the run, it's Lawrence. Picks up the first down, still moving. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to
give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Clark to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously, money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything, right? We trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he's got a lot of confidence.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They finished the first two drives with field goals. They'd love to get a little something more this time, Jesse.
I want to just keep seeing balance from them and a little better execution as they get closer to the goal line. They've got the playmakers at receiver, at running back, and they love their offensive line. They've just got to put it all together.
And I think once you start to move the football down the field, that area of the field, when you get the field goal range, you got to be a little bit more physical. So listen, still a good start. Still got the lead and an opportunity to build on it.
Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Back to throw. It's Mayama. Makes the grab. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. So he'll keep it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Missouri State offense. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first two possessions. Using his legs, it's Joyner. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Bears want to pick up the tempo.
A really
really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
In the backfield, it's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Clark wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Shakes off the defender. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
You see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Bears will call on their punt team. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and we can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Hard running there. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Keep it moving, offense. Keep it moving.
Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Turning it on. The 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense. They're taken in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
It's definitely too early. Bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now on first down from the 30. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure
defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to play match.
Grab behind the line. It's dropping. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got the quarterback right now in a groove.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Samuel. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. When you've got a veteran behind center as they have, he has to produce more than he has in this one. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. This will likely be the last play of the half. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Bear offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something.
Oh, it's ripped off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Trojan. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off play action. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. one away.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run there. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that buddy.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
And you know, when you talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. They've got the screen set up. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on. Offense.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. And he was on his way. They get him down at the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy...
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold on. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Here we go. To throw, it's Mayava. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Missouri State. The defense does the work itself for the pick 6.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. From the gun, looking for a man. Quarterback adapting. Makes the catch. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Fires left. It's complete. Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threats.
Well, this is not the format to have debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Pulls it in, it's Lemon. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold him.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So here comes the Missouri State offense. And you know this coaching staff was hoping for more from their senior quarterback. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle. And you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I'll tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Lawrence. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come. He's going for it all. Oh, dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with speed. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the pummeling has started.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running to the left. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Going to try to get it himself. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gets the back moving. Clark to fire. Here comes the heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He's fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mayama. They're setting up the screen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they...
Into the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep popping points on the scoreboard.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab behind the line. It's Lawrence. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it. Up it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Oh, what a move. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It'll be 3rd and long. Clark wants to throw. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun. Give on the inside. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Tight end getting vertical. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Clark to fire. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got to run. 20. Touchdown, USC. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. He picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the 1st down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another...